Hi everyone, my name is Sean, and in this video we'll be learning how to connect SQL Server 2008 to Microsoft Access 2007. First we'll start by opening SQL Server, go to File and open the Connect Object Explorer, and we connect to our default databases. Once we connect to the databases, we go to Database, wait for that to expand, and right click on Databases and go to New Database. Here we'll name our database. For this instance we'll name it Student 1. Click OK. It creates the database as you see the database here. Alright, now we open it and we go to Tables, right click on Tables and create New Table. And here is where we'll enter the data that is needed for our tables. So we'll start with student ID and we'll make this of data type integer, and then we'll have L name for last name, make this of type text, and finally F name for first name. This would also be of type text. Right, now we can close SQL Server 2008 as it will run in the background, but of course we want to save our table. We'll name it, for this instance, table 2. Click OK and close off that. Then we go to Access, create a blank database, and we'll name this database 2. Right, for this instance we can close off this table because we won't be using that. Go to External Data, click on More, and we go to the ODBC database. Right, we're linking to the data source by creating a linked table. Here when the Select Data Source box opens, you go to Machine Data Source, click on New, ignore that pop-up, and we go to Next. Right, now here we'll scroll down and look for Server SQL because that's what we're working with. Click on Next and then click Finished. Here we'll name the SQL data source. In this case we name it Student and the server we'll be using, you have to remember the server name. Then we click Next. Default settings here would work for what we are doing. Here is very important. We change the default database to the table that we created, which was student 1, and we click Next. We can finish up. Here we test the data source to make sure the database connected successfully. Click OK. Click OK again here. Click OK to close off this. And here we are selecting table 2 because that's the table we created. That's the only thing we are selecting. Click OK. Set the student ID as the unique record identifier or primary key, and click OK. Now when we double click here, you'd see the table we created in the SQL Server database. Right, from here now, let's enter some data to just ensure that this works. Tab, last name would be Wallace, first name Sean. Another entry, let's go with Zach and Wallace, just for the fun of it. And for 3, let's go with the infamous Mr. Al Cool. Mr. Al Cool. Right, we save this information to the database, we close Access. Now we're going back to SQL Server, connecting again, going back to databases. Here you'd see student 1. Open the table. Here's our table here. At the top 200 rows, and and here you'll see our information properly populated by student ID into the SQL database. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is Sean signing out.